the team on Eagle's Eye is the junior team here in Key West. Matt Wake is spearheaded a program with several junior sailors out of St. Petersburg. Is that correct?
St. Pete Yacht Club.
And now, first of all, Matt, I want you to introduce each of the kids here and let us know kind of how this program came about. Let's first start about how did you put together this program? Was it because of the junior trophy that we offered, or did you plan to do it anyway?
Well, we actually, before we knew about it, we'd already put the program together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the importer of the 28R, and I wanted to have the boat down at Key West and doing as many regattas as possible down south. And the guy's coach here is one of my good friends, so I approached him about basically giving the boat to the youth program for the winter. And these guys jumped in and have been racing the boat around Tampa Bay. And,
Okay.
this is sort of our first regatta in the big leagues down here in Key West. This is our driver, Blair McCarthy.
Hi, Blair.
He's 15.
I'm Sam Toby, I'm 17, and I'm the bowman and mast man.
Okay.
I'm Grant Wojcik, 15, and I'm the main trimmer.
Okay.
My name is Nevin. I'm 18. I'm the spinnaker trimmer.
Why don't you tell us, first of all, let's go to you. You all have been, you've got this, you're on the offshore program at the St. Petersburg Yacht Club, is that correct?
Yes.
And what does that kind of entail? So do you do a lot of offshore sailing?
We've done a couple overnight. We did the Bone Island race, which is from Sarasota to Key West.
Okay.
I can't remember how long it took us, but it was overnight and
Mm-hmm.
it was long. But we do a lot of safety seminars and we practice a lot of safety at sea stuff. So I think we practice a fire drill and like what to do on the boat if there's a fire.
Right.
And then we also just go out all the time on a Trip 38. Is
I was just going to ask you what platform. So a Trip 38, you said.
Trip 38 is what we usually sail.
Right.
So it's been a lot of fun.
Where do most of you all go to high school? Are you at the same high school there in the St. Petersburg area or no?
We all go to different high schools.
Okay. And so, I mean, is this how, and any one of you can jump in, how exciting is this to come down to Key West, which is one of the iconic regattas in the entire world, and all the big time pros are here? How exciting is it for you all to do this?
Extremely exciting.
Yeah, I think, these four sailors, they're not just 420 or laser sailors that
Right.
just do a lot of dinghy sailing. They're all very technical-minded sailors that have experience in a variety of boats, and this is where we can put our talents to good use and race against some of the best competitors in the world.
Right. Now, Matt had mentioned your coach. Your coach at St. Petersburg Yacht Club must encourage this type of thing, encourage getting offshore and doing this type of sailing.
Yeah, he founded the program a couple years ago and has been heading it up ever since.
And who is that? We should get his name in there.
Todd Fedison.
Okay. Now,
Todd and I have a similar experience where
Yes.
we grew up sailing mostly lasers, but lots of dinghies in the youth program. That's what you did during the day, and you went to some of the major youth regattas and that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
But we always sailed on keel boats as well.
Really?
So
Okay.
you did your thing in the youth program all day, and then on Tuesday night you got out and I raced NA40s. I raced international 50s, and that's was just common. And somehow we sort of lost that, where
Right.
the kids go in and they sail an opti. And
Then they
sail
go to the
laser,
420.
laser, or 420, and they never get in a keel boat. And suddenly they're 18 years old, and they go off to college, maybe they sail in college, but then they never transition out. And they never understand what a cool thing it is to be part of a team and be able to focus just on main trimming.
Right.
You're never going to find a laser sailor who can trim a main like Grant can.
Right.
Because they've never been able to just focus on that. So that, it's a great thing for all youth sailors. Everybody should be on keel boats and mixing it up.
Well, you're hitting on one of my favorite topics because I agree with you, and that's part of what develops a love of sailing for a lifetime. And so you were talking about Grant right here is the main trimmer. Why don't you talk about that? It's just not sailing opties and 420s, but getting on a big boat, learning a skill. And do you think that this could develop a lifelong love of sailing for you?
Oh, yeah, of course. Learning how to trim the main. Yeah.
Grant's not a big talker.
I know.
Now, tell me what job you're doing aboard the boat.
I trim the jib upwind and trim the spinnaker downwind, and that's it's a big change. The spinnaker is definitely a lot weirder. Like the jib, it's kind of like a 420. Like there's not that much to it.
Right.
But maneuvering around the big boat, that's a little difficult. But
Okay.
trimming the spinnaker downwind and the communication between me and Blair that's needed.
Yeah, that's
to,
very
like,
important.
Surf the waves downwind and the different angles, and it's a big challenge and it's very different. I love it.
So Blair, tell us, so what it's like to drive this Far East 28R. I mean, it's a pretty exciting boat, isn't it?
It's very exciting. Luckily, I've had the opportunity to get on other keel boats and been able to drive them in the past years, so it wasn't something completely new to me, but it's very exciting. I found that it's really similar to driving my laser, especially downwind,
Okay.
driving the waves, but it's exciting.
So now, obviously, you're going to learn and develop as you are here longer. You're here. You won a race yesterday. You won the last race. Kind of talk about that and how exciting that is. You're down here in Key West against some outstanding sailors, and to win a race is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that was great.
It was
What-
great to see all the hard work we put into the boat since October, practicing to see it finally pay off and winning that race. Really,
What did you think you did well in that race? Why did you win?
I think the communication and just the flow of the boat, it really all came together that race.
Yeah.
We nailed our start.
All right.
And just tactically, we were in phase, and I think as a team, we were all really working together as one.
Right.
Good
Crew
boat
work was
speed,
flawless.
no mess ups going around the marks and stuff like that. And
Uh-huh.
just put it all together and no errors, and it worked out.
So how much of the coach, I mean, do you trying to let the kids make the decisions on the boat, do the tactics, etc.? I mean, you don't want to hold their hand, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, basically, Todd, their coach, is on the boat, but he pulls the tack line out.
Uh-huh.
That's
it?
That's what he does in terms of crew work. When we tack, I clear the backstay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I don't touch the helm. I don't touch a sheet on the boat. So the kids really are sailing the boat. I mean, for sure, Todd's looking around the course and giving feedback on tactics.
Mm-hmm.
And downwind, I help Blair a little bit out in terms of some of the downwind driving, just with maybe come up or come down a little bit.
Right.
But that's it. Little whispering in the ear. But I mean, Blair is an awesome driver. She can drive the boat better than I can.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, have been sailing together, and their crew work is awesome. I mean, honestly, I hadn't sailed with these guys before I showed up at the regatta,
Yeah?
and because of that, I put a smaller kite on the boat, and we're rated with a smaller kite. We would
Is that
have
good or
bigger-
bad?
That's a bad thing.
Oh, really?
I did it because I sort of chickened out. It's like, well, they're young, they don't have that much time on the boat. We'll put the smaller kite on. So we had this tiny little kite on the boat. We had the
Right.
bigger kite on the boat. I mean, we'd just be crushing.
And they could handle it, couldn't they?
Oh, they totally be able to handle it.
Right.
And so that was my mistake. So now we're on a boat that's rated poorly because I didn't believe in these guys in the first place. But when I got on the boat, like on day one, it was like, these guys have it. They're great.
Right. Wow. So now, I hope that you haven't gotten into one of the things that a lot of us adults do, and you don't yell at one another. Can you talk, Blair, about the communication aboard the boat with all the guys? I mean, some of us adults get a little worked up and scream at one another on the boat, and it's a bad thing.
I think there has been a couple of times.
I was hoping you would say no.
But we all have like a mutual understanding that when we yell, it's not because we're upset or we're mad or because they really messed up.
Right.
It's just so that they can hear us or just to get it across that we need to get going. We need to.
Everyone has certain needs on the boat, and you would think that everyone would take things a little bit more personally, but no, everyone's come together, and when something needs to get done, it just gets done, and no one complains or throws a fit about it.
Okay, very good. Well, the team of Eagle's Eye, they're awesome. I mean, this is so fantastic for us down here at Storm Tricycle Club's Quantum Key West Race Week 2016 to have a junior team. We hope you're having a good time. Good luck the rest of the way, and thanks a lot for coming.
Thank you.
All right, very